Hello and welcome back to Tommy's Top Picks Weekly Roundup podcast, episode 131. I'm your host Tommy, joined by John.
How's it going?
Good. I got blisters on my fingers.
And other meaningful topics for the pod.
Yeah. We'll talk about how I injured myself with Star Wars Unlimited and some coalition issues and
What we
how I'm
played,
going to be
obviously.
taking a different direction with set 3, what we played, and
Some flesh and blood
some flesh and
finals,
blood
some
stuff.
friends.
Some friends
Yeah.
in the top 8 of the Realm Games
Nice job.
Princeton event today. It's just, I think the finals are about to go on now, but our friends both petered out in top 4, so congratulations to Josh and Barrett, local Fab players with us, and great guys. Congratulations on your finish. That's huge.
Yeah, top four is
Also,
awesome.
fun fact, I guess there was a Star Wars Unlimited 1K there, and 4 people showed up. 3 people
For
showed
a
up.
1K,
Yeah.
that's bad.
3 people showed up.
Oof. Oof. Okay.
I didn't even know it was happening there. To be
Yeah,
fair.
well, that's
and
a
I'm
problem.
I'm pretty active on like subreddits and the Star Wars Unlimited community. I didn't even hear about it.
Yeah.
So I knew the Fab event was happening, but I mean, I guess only
Talk about
2 people showed up for the Lorcana 1K.
What the heck?
Yeah. I think they did a good job of advertising as a Fab event, but
They can't fire that, can they? With just 2 people?
no, they didn't. They just
Yeah.
gave some prize money to the people because they showed
They
up.
showed up.
Yeah.
Wow.
And I think it was 92 for the Pro Quest for Fab. So that's pretty good.
Yeah, it's not bad.
Yeah. I guess a friend showed up for both the Star Wars and the Disney and was given like $170 because they didn't have enough people to fire.
Oh.
So that was a thing.
Yeah. And we played some games.
We did. We played sealed commander-ish thing.
Yeah.
It was kind of it worked. It
3-player
worked.
sealed.
Yeah, we played 3-player sealed.
It was fine.
It worked. It was fun. We tried out Murders at Karlov Manor. I don't know. I think the set gets a bad rep. I think it was fun.
I actually think it was a good play experience.
Yeah.
It is. I understand one thing. When you're drafting or you don't know the set, there are a lot of new keywords.
Yes, there are.
So we stopped several times to try to look things up and then had to look things up again because some of the keywords reference other keywords and they're both just new to the set, which is super frustrating.
Yeah.
What was it? Cloak makes disguise or something like that? I don't remember what it was.
That,
yeah. There's a couple words like, yeah, it does this other thing. And we're like, well, what does that mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. But it was fun.
It was still fun. Yeah. It was, and like takes 10 minutes to get used to it. So it really wasn't that big of a challenge.
Yeah.
I definitely like that. Was it cloaked or disguise, whatever it was? The one that gives the ward 2, the 2/2s with ward 2 that you flip
that's
up?
just the disguised creature.
Yeah. That's pretty sweet. That's pretty sweet. Definitely think there's some value there that I did not recognize before.
And gets around some res sickness stuff. Or gets you through that res sickness phase with at least with ward 2.
Yeah. Yeah. It's pretty sweet. Yeah. Anyways, surprised that didn't get more attention.
Yeah. It was fun. We have the other half of the box, so we can do it again.
Yeah. And then we played some on TTS as well.
There was also some bombs. I think because this was the first time we were playing limited with the play boosters, and that was a big difference. I think there were more rares and mythics for sure.
I don't know. With it being sealed, I didn't really notice. Like I did have bombs. Don't get me wrong, because I had to decide which colors based on those, and I was definitely looking at them closely. So there was more, they were there, but I don't know that I recognized it as being more. You know,
that's fair. That's fair. So. But yeah, then we played some Commander too, and that was fun. I played a mono white soldiers Myral deck where other people can't do anything on my turn. Didn't actually end up doing anything, but that was fine. It was fun.
Yeah, mono white's tough.
Yes.
I played Disa. I took it too far in modifying it, Disa, so it did not do anything pretty much the whole night. It was an absolutely useless deck. I did backtrack it from there because this is why I wanted to test, because I was like, I think I took it too far when I was just messing around with it. And I've since pulled it back, and it's actually faster now because I took what I learned from that plus what I had before and kind of made a hybrid of the two. And so it has some of the new tech and some stuff stripped out, and then boosted my ramp because I felt like that was the biggest anchor on the weight of it. So it's getting closer. We'll see. I wanted it to be within our power range. I've seen a few lists that apparently are pretty gross, but they all fall the same weakness of Disa is the cornerstone to any strategy, and she's expensive. So simple removal makes it not run anymore. So I don't know how to deal with that other than your greaves and your boots and stuff.
That's fair. I mean, those just go in everything though.
Exactly. I have them in mind. But it's like, do you wait to start your combos until you have one of the two?
No.
It seems like a bad plan, right? Like, you're just going to lose.
Too late. Yeah.
Yeah. So, anyways, we'll see. Well, I got to get some live testing with this new version again. But yeah, so far it has done nothing. Nothing useful. All my work. Useless.
Fun.
Yeah, I just learned a lot. It's fine.
Sure. I mean, that's part of it.
Yeah, it's actually the most fun for me, honestly. It's just learning new things.
And with the politics of Commander, there's so much RNG.
That's true. That is true.
But yeah,
cool. You played your Star Wars this week?
I did. I went 2-1. I played Kylo, mono red, and beat there's this new Tarkin deck that's yellow, so green, yellow, black, and it's all space, all the time.
Oh, so if you're not ready for that, you're done.
Yeah.
You're just cooked.
You just basically have to forfeit the space lane. Thankfully, Kylo doesn't really need it and prefers the ground, so I just raced him and I won the first round.
Because Kylo's faster.
Mm-hmm. He's very fast, stupid fast. Because the way he works is once per turn, you can discard a card from your hand and give a unit in play +2 attack for the phase. And then, so you can constantly be swinging for an extra 2, getting good trades. And you want a low hand because Kylo gets -1 attack for every card in your hand. So when you attack with him, you want no cards in your hand.
Got it.
And he comes out on turn 4, or 4 resources, so he's fast. And he's a big body. If you have no hand by the time he comes out, you're doing pretty okay. And another big thing is he works really well with Fallen Lightsaber, so you put that on him, and then he's swinging for 7, and then dealing 1 damage to all ground units.
On turn 4?
On turn 3.
I was going to say, what turn is that?
That's turn 3, because you have put 2 resources down turn 1.
Gotcha. Well, does that get you the Saber and him, though, on that turn?
Saber costs 3. Oof. So you have Saber and distill another resource to do something else if you want.
Gross.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty sweet.
And then I played a Boba yellow player, and that one did not go well because there's this new Boba Fett's armor. And so you can put it on, if you put it on a Boba Fett, which you have 3 units and then the leader, so you're pretty guaranteed to be able to drop it on a Boba Fett. It prevents 2 damage every time damage would be dealt to it, prevent 2. And a lot of my attacks are for 2 or for 3, and it gives them a ton of health, so it just doesn't make sense to trade into it. So I just have to go face, and I just was massacred by Boba Fett.
No, that's a shame.
And then it's just one of those run out of gas, and then it's just toast.
Yeah.
But there's a really cool combination. It doesn't work in that situation, but it's one of the worst arts in the card, but it's Migs. And whenever you discard a card, you can deal 2 damage to a base or a unit once per turn. So that's another benefit. So basically every time, if Migs is out, if you're using Kylo's ability, you're getting 4 power for 1 card, which is pretty good.
Yeah.
Asymmetrical
almost.
Yeah. And then...
So wait, is this Kylo all red?
Yes.
Okay.
He's red-black, and then I have a red base.
Gotcha. Really,
And I'm playing Tarkin Town, so that helps me with removal early to keep the board even.
really good red aggro. All right.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah. Because then there's Kylo's ship that if you discard it, you can play it from your graveyard that turn. So you can discard it and then still play it. But gain all the benefits from discarding things.
Yeah. Sounds like that's this whole mechanic, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's okay.
But for this week, I built Han. And it's a ramp deck.
Okay.
And it's red, white, green. Yeah. This is a new one for this week. And it basically just races into Crate Dragon, which is a 10/10 creature that when your opponent plays a card, I get to assign however much that card costs damage to one of their units or bases.
Mm-hmm.
Which seems really good, because then once it's out, because you're racing, you have a bunch of ramp stuff, and then you drop it for 9, and then that stops, because if you've already taken some damage, so if they do their board wipes or stuff like that, they're taking 8 damage with Super Laser Blast. So sometimes they just can't do that, and then their things to keep them safe at the end are all big card drops, and then that would just kill them to play it, so they have to remove it elsewhere. But that's I think it's Crate Dragon's nutty.
Yeah.
And you can get them out real early if you like focus on, because I think I'm playing 12 ramp cards, and then it ramps into Crate Dragon, Poe Damerons, and the Walkers, and then the Reinforcement Walker, when played and when you attack, look at the top card of your deck. You can discard it and heal your base for 3 or draw it. So you have healing towards the end as well.
Yeah, that's good.
But also card draw if that would benefit you more.
So Crate Dragon's like the big...
It's the card of the set too.
Yeah, that's what I was say. It's the big hit. How many did you pull?
3.
Okay, so that's good. Got
exactly a playset. I would have been real mad if I didn't get a playset of those. Because I opened 25 boxes.
I was going to say, how did it go overall?
Not great. That's how I injured myself. My fingers were sore from opening up all those packs. We got through it. It wasn't until case... So that's 4 cases, right? 4 cases in a box?
Sure.
It wasn't till case 3 that I got a Crate Dragon. So I was starting to get worried that I wasn't going to get a Crate Dragon. Because I opened 2 cases, so that's 12 boxes, and not a single one of these legendaries. Not Hyperspace Foil, no version. And then in that 3rd case, I pulled all 3. And then in the 4th case, I pulled none again. So 3 out of 4 cases had 0 of these.
That's crazy.
Yes.
You got them all in one case. So tell me about the patterns you found or whatever, however it worked.
Yeah, so if you look it up on YouTube, like Star Wars Unlimited Coalition, there's a ton of videos. But it just kind of reconfirmed, and it was easier and faster to find in set 2. I think people were looking for it, obviously, but there's a lot of people that open a lot of boxes and noticed it in set 1 and are now noticing it in set 2. Set 1, it wasn't rare as much. It was just kind of like what legendaries were in the box. And it was hard to figure out like what slot they would be in.
Mm-hmm.
But you knew they were in there. And then in this one, it's a pattern of rares to legendaries. So if you open one, you look where that is, then you can count down the packs, figure out where the Poe is, where the Crate Dragon is, if there is any. Which then also becomes a problem for just loose packs.
Yeah.
Because it's not hard to do. It's really easy.
Right. Like the game is go open one pack, look up the collation, find the value cards, put the rest online.
Yep. So buy boxes.
A game as old as time.
But then it's kind of like... But the other frustrating aspect of that is once you open your first legendary, you know the rest of the... Like, you know what's in the box.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
It's just... Now you don't know if there's a showcase. You don't know if there's a hyperfoil or what's in the foil slot. So there is still some randomness to it. But it's that rare legendary alternating slot that is predictable.
Yeah.
And if you just, because I would get the same ones over and over and over and over. Thankfully, that meant that my most common rare was Darth Maul, the most expensive one. So that was cool. But still, it's not great feeling opening that and just barely getting the playset. You know what I mean? I did pull 2 showcases. I did get Fennec and Dr. Aphra. So, very happy with that. But, yeah, and enjoying both the gameplay of Kylo and Han. So, there's so many decks that are popping up.
How many people showed up for your thing? Did you spike the noobs again?
No, there was way more people. The new players did show.
We figured that would happen, but I was just curious what it looked like.
The new players did show back up. There was 16, I think.
That's good.
Yeah. So, more than showed up at the 1K.
Yeah, that's so weird.
I kind of wish I knew about that.
You're like, I would have spiked it, except it wouldn't have gone off even if you showed up.
That's fine.
You're like, I'll take it for 300, but it's not because you have to pay a ticket.
Right, exactly. And driving there and time.
Yeah.
But still.
Summertime slowness.
Yeah. Well, except it's not very
real. It is. I feel like it is. Games are still quieter. Just the number of people showing up to things and
people showing up to things, absolutely. Yeah.
Oh, what were you talking about?
Oh, just the rate of things coming out.
Oh yeah, that never slows.
No,
it never stops.
That's why
it never stops.
That in my head, that's what the speed was referencing. So that's why I was hesitant. That's all.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. I'm still really enjoying Star Wars Constructed. I hope the store runs draft soon, but I don't know if that's happening. It's kind of just slated as Constructed for the foreseeable future. I'm tempted going back and forth on whether I'm going to go. I may be available this Friday, and I might do a Bloomborough pre-release.
Nice.
But we will see. We'll see. I'll report on that on Sunday if I win or not.
Yeah, I wonder if I'll be able to do that. What does my calendar look like? Because I do have a local shop I used to do pre-releases at. Yeah, now my calendar's a mess. Nope, can't do it. That's a shame.
Yeah, I just think it'd be fun. I've been grinding gold still, so getting that ready for launching on Arena, which will be next Tuesday. Not this Tuesday, but next Tuesday. I think. Yeah. And the official release is the 2nd.
That's, a couple of weeks, right?
2 weeks, yeah. Because we're almost through July, which is crazy.
I know. It's making me terrified. I have so much I need to get done this summer. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. Because once fall hits, I am gone. Gone forever.
Yeah, my schedule looks crazy through September, essentially.
Yeah, no, mine is like, I have August, that's my time to get stuff done, because September through December is like completely booked.
Yeah.
And much of it in international land, so it's a lot.
It is a lot. It'll be fun. It'll be fun to switch things up. And then you'll come back and be like, oh my gosh, nothing's changed.
Another set has come out.
Another set has come out.
We'll have to figure out some of those podcasts, because I'm definitely gone over weekends for multiple of those trips.
Yeah, well, we may do some Friday podcasts.
That's fine. Yeah, whatever makes sense.
Yeah.
I can't even find a website for my local shop. It looks like their website doesn't exist anymore. They used to have one, or maybe it was just a Facebook or something like that. Maybe I used to check it a different way. I used to go. Not every Friday, but a lot of Fridays.
Yeah.
Kind of miss Friday Night Magic.
Yeah, it's a thing. I enjoyed ours at home on tabletop.
Yeah, it was fun. Yeah, that was fun. Yeah, there's we had to break into 2 pods. We had so many people playing.
Dang.
You were there.
I know.
No, it was pretty good. Yeah. your wife got to play one of our friends' ridiculous
Oh
decks.
yeah, Mothman
Mothman,
from the
like
Fallout set. Yeah.
super tightened. Like it's such a good deck, and it's really fun to play against with decent power decks. But neither of us had decent power decks. So
No. I
it
had
was,
something that I dreamt up.
and I had my decent broken version. So she crushed our faces. That was enjoyable.
Yeah.
She seemed to have fun.
Oh yeah. No, it was worth it. It was fun. It was a good back and forth. It wasn't an immediate crushing.
No, definitely not. Definitely not.
Cool. Well, I don't know if I really have much else.
Was there anything going on in
This
Magic
is
besides
super short.
Bloomburrow?
Bloomburrow. I don't know. I'm excited
Assassin's
for.
Creed boxes are under $100 now.
Hey, that took a minute.
Yeah. And I think they'll continue to decline if you need just the regular cards. They are bonkers powerful.
Mm-hmm. We
You
saw
did
that on
get to
Friday.
play against one of those, yeah.
I don't know. Yeah, that's. I feel like everything's standard, right? Like with Modern Horizons is a different thing, and Assassin's Creeds are a different thing. But I feel like the standard sets are all just kind of they're gonna be here for a while.
Oh yeah, don't freak out.
Yeah.
I think Rudy was pumping the collector boxes again, and I think that was foolish.
Well,
Of
I mean,
anyone
yeah.
to
I
listen
mean,
to.
just look at our most recent example, right? Outlaws of Thunder Junction. Now I think there's a little more demand for Bloomburrow than there was for Outlaws, but Outlaws had extra bonus sheets in it with better cards that Bloomburrow's not going to have. And those boxes you can already get down to for like 180.
Yeah, and I
And
would.
everyone was worried that it was going to be like over 250.
Yeah, I agree. I think we'll see it under 200.
Yeah.
I really do.
Yeah.
At some point in the next 6 months.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah. So yeah, don't rush
everyone's
it.
Gonna get excited for Dustmorn, and then the process will repeat. I'm honestly more excited for Dustmorn, but I think that'll be really fun. That we need to. I know you're super busy during that time, but
yeah,
at one
I
point
don't think.
during that
Yeah,
time,
next year we can do it.
We will do a Draftmorn, Dustmorn draft.
Something for note on the same topic: Outlaws collector cases are back on distribution now.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So like,
give that a mental check, right?
Yeah.
One set later, is it back on distribution? If so, the prices will be in the 180 range.
Yep.
So, which is a standard set. So, and I see no reason not to. They don't have serialized cards or anything like that in there. So,
no,
I think you're going to be able to get any standard set collector, in the 180, 190 range for the most part.
Yeah.
I don't think they'll stay low as long as some of the, overprinted eras stuff.
No, sure. I agree with that. I don't think it'll be as long, but there will be a window when it's the flavor of the week.
It's the classic check mark.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. Well, if you don't have anything else you want to talk about.
I'm struggling.
Tommy came unprepared.
No. We just got through the things I was going to talk about a lot faster than I thought.
Unprepared? Didn't have enough to talk about?
No, we talked about Star Wars. We talked about Magic. We talked about the Flesh and Blood tournament. We talked about I don't know what else there is to talk about. That's what we talk about.
Yeah, in summer. There's nothing very interesting happening.
Yeah.
I guess the Star Wars release is the biggest news.
Yeah, I mean, it's out. It's here. It's fun. The decks are good. The leaders are not really that much. I don't know. I still see a lot of. There's already been a couple bigger tournaments that did fire, and you see a lot of set one leaders in those top 8s. Still, which I don't know if that's just comfortability, or if set 2. I don't know. I think those set 1 decks are really finely tuned, and the set 2 cards are having a hard time finding their way in. Unless you're building like off of a new leader with a new synergy that's based in the second set. There's cards here and there, like Boba Fett's armor made it into the Boba Yellow. There's just obvious synergies that work. But not set 2's not making as big of a difference as I would have thought. But with just adding this many cards.
Right.
But there's a couple like cards that are standing out though, which is good. I don't know. I just want to play more. I've been playing a ton of Carablast this week, testing out decks. It's fun. You play Crate Dragon and then your opponent concedes.
This is on the online thing?
Yeah. It's just ramp into Carablast, ramp into Dragon, play the Dragon, win. Yeah. Showed my buddy how to play Star Wars again this morning. It was fun.
Oh, yeah.
We played the new starter decks. They're pretty good. Moff Gideon and Mandalorian. Mandalorian gets to exhaust things whenever you play an upgrade on something, and then you just have a bunch of upgrades. And then it shows off like the capture mechanic and the bounty mechanic and the smuggle, all the new mechanics of set 2. Smuggle's a really interesting one though, because it does add a lot. It adds a whole nother almost recursion, but from your land.
Right.
Your resources. And it is replaced, so it's not like you're losing. It's not sacrificing a resource. But it's replaced off a card, from a card on the top of your deck. But, yeah, I don't know. I just want to play more, honestly.
I feel you. Not on Star Wars, but in general.
Oh, yeah. But only so many hours in the day, so many days in the week.
It's true.
And then there's another podcast.
We need to fix that. I was going to say, we need to fix that. We got to get on that time machine thing.
Haven't we been on that for over 2,000 years?
I don't know. Maybe. All right. Well, if there's nothing else, we're going to have to drag it out.
No,
it's all good.
I can't think of anything else. And now, as soon as we get off, I'll be like, oh, we
that
can talk
other
about
thing.
This.
Yeah.
And then we'll stay on Discord and talk for a couple of minutes. And just,
yeah, probably.
Yeah.
That's how we do.
Until next week, we'll catch you guys later.
Have a good one.